This is Afraid of What? And that's by E.H. Hamilton, a Presbyterian missionary to China. And then I wrote, Afraid? Well, actually, dot dot dot, by Terry Bale. That's me. But because he was a Presbyterian missionary to China, I'm rather sure he'd be glad if I told you of his poem. And it inspired my poem, helped me think about it. The thing is, some friends of his, another missionary man, had been taken away, and a little girl came back and told this missionary man the story, how she had been with a group that had been, how do you say, stolen, gathered up and taken away, hostage or something. And the little girl, she heard the conversation where the enemy type guy pointed a gun at this other missionary man and said, "Aren't you afraid?" And the man said, "No." I don't know if he actually said afraid. I don't know exactly what he said. But he explained that he is safe with God, with Jesus. If he dies, he goes to heaven. He'll be with God then. It'll be okay. So no, he's not terrified. And the man was amazed. And the girl told of this. Hopefully the man came to realize that it's better to serve God than just to serve power and force your way into other people's lives, and instead do different. So we can hope that the man changed. And this was, is it 50 or 100 years ago? Probably more like 75 years ago. But here's the poem the man wrote then after hearing that story. He called it Afraid of What? And it starts that way, each verse. There's 6 verses. 2, 3, 4, 5 verses. And I wrote 6 verses. I only knew of 3 of the verses. I thought that's all there was. And I wrote my poem. And then later, before I wrote up this page, I found the same poem with 2 more verses. So I'll read all 5 verses of the man's. Let's see if I can put this out and make it look nice. Afraid of what? To feel the Spirit's glad release, to pass from pain to perfect peace, the strife and strain of life to cease. Afraid of that? Afraid of what? Afraid to see the Savior's face, to hear his welcome and to trace the glory gleams from wounds of grace. Afraid of that? Afraid of what? A flash, a crash, a pierced heart, darkness, light, oh, heaven's art, a wound of his a counterpart. Afraid of that? And that's all I'd heard of when I wrote my poem. But then later I found this. Afraid of what? To enter into heaven's rest, and yet to serve the Master blessed, from service good to service best. Afraid of that? Afraid of what? To do in death what life could not, baptize with blood a stony plot, till souls shall blossom from the spot. Afraid of that? And come to think of it, it was only that 1, 2, 3, 4th verse I hadn't seen. The 5th one I had. To do in death what life could not, baptize with blood a stony plot, till souls shall blossom from the spot. Afraid of that? That's how he ends it. It's beautiful and important. So I wrote, thinking about it at a different angle. Afraid? Well, actually, dot dot dot. There is a thing enough to dread, to live a life of living dead, all fanned and primped and pleasure fed. Afraid? Indeed. Afraid to find when life is through, the poor I helped were all of 2, the blind and lame I never knew. Afraid? Indeed. Quote, I told you go, you never went. I told you give, you never lent. Your love on you and yours was spent. End quote. That's like Jesus saying that at judgment. Afraid? Indeed. The Bible tells us not to fear when Satan tries to harm us here, but fearing God rings loud and clear. Afraid? Indeed. We need God more than we can know. He gave us life. He helped us grow. It's not just fear, but love we owe. Love Him, indeed. And love our neighbor, friend or foe. That is a high command, I know. Then death for us is ready, set, go. Nothing to fear. And I put a smiley face. And then at the bottom, I wrote a quote from Jesus, from the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 39. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. That's beautiful. I'm glad I did that one. I was a little shy too, but there you go. Thanks for listening. Anything else pretty to show you? I had changed position just because the sunlight had gotten... I'm trying to show you over there. I better change it. And the colors are a little bit brighter than you see here. And here comes something down the way, so I'll let you go. Bye-bye.